his wife. He decides enough is enough, so he decides to take up the coolie towel, shake off the sand, to take it home.
Okay, so I've gone to the airport. I have my towel already in my suitcase.
Yes.
What is the one selling point that would make me want to buy this?
Well, it's quite a multifunctional product. That pillow would be big enough for a child to sleep, which mothers always have an issue with on aeroplanes. But the bag itself, to keep their, I'm saying water, but baby food as an example, cool.
Next pitch for the girls and their box of sand, online travel and leisure supplier Kit to Fit.
As I'm sure you're aware, reading on the beach could be quite problematic. It's quite fiddly. You can lie down or sit up and try a few different positions to find comfortability. It really gives the customer sort of consumer happiness, if you will. I'll pop the situation. There we go.
My biggest criticism probably would be it would blow over really quickly.
Outside, waiting for their final pitch of the day, Stella and her boys.
We believe the age of the beach towel is ultimately dead. We also think that Coolie as a brand has a real propensity and scope for follow-on products. For example, we are already banding about the idea of a baby Coolie, products which really appeal to children who want to imitate and mimic their parents.
Well, I like the fact that it's light. The concept is extremely interesting.
Yeah, we appreciate your time. Thank you.
7 p.m. Final pitch for the girls, boots.
It's quite slick, it's quite neat. Fine, it's slightly bendy. Once you use it once, I think it's going to become a holiday must, I really do.
I think the design you've applied to the canvas bit looks quite strong. I think the colour palette is good. You've understood what someone's needed.
Sure.
I think you've kind of, it just looks a bit clunky.
We could quite easily consult with you, maybe have a look at what we could do to make it slightly prettier.
We are obviously giving you quite a lot of help here with how you can improve your product.
Sure.
The quid pro quo for us would be we could give you that help, but we want the product exclusively. Because the last thing we want is to help you bring a product to market that you then sell to everybody.
Yeah, Melissa, I think at this stage, I mean, the exclusivity is kind of a different conversation. It's obviously a brand new product with the prototype, and although we are a consultative role at the moment, I think it's a bit early for discussing the exclusivity at this stage.
Fabulous. And we're happy you like our innovation.
Thanks. Thanks for your time. Bye. I know I'm the team leader, okay, but it's not just my decision. I am advised by my team.
Guys, sorry, my view is it's too premature.
No, but all I'm saying is, exclusivity is a bad idea with a store that only has one shop. But if it's a national chain, exclusivity tends to be a better idea. But it's your call.
Thanks, guys.
Orders will be placed this evening and revealed tomorrow in the boardroom.
Go through to the boardroom now.
Good afternoon. So, this task was all about designing a beach accessory. Gentleman and lady, of course. Good team leader?
Excellent.
Yeah?
Very good.
Good. Where did you start?
Okay, so we immediately started to brainstorm. Jamie and Christopher immediately came up with a problem that they'd experienced on the beach of having drinks and not being able to keep them cool.
On the way to the beach, you can pick up a cold bottle of water and a sandwich, so it will remain cool until you want to drink it and eat it.
And it would be very, very useful for keeping baby food at a safe temperature when families are at the beach.
You can have anything in there.
Water, keys, credit cards.
Absolutely, all your personal belongings that you don't want.
Swiss Army cushion, then.
Possibly.
Coolie. Who came up with that, then?
I came up with the name Lord Sugar.
What are the two umlauts doing on top of the U's there?
We wanted to create an identity.
German connotation. They all grab the towels first thing in the morning.
It makes it trendy, it makes it cool.
Coolie. Ladies, yours is the book stand, right?
Yes.
And you have to be a brain surgeon to assemble it?
Not at all. Not at all.
So how do you end up with this one, then? I mean, whose real idea was this?
Initially, that was mine, Lord Sugar. When I'm at the beach and I'm laying down on the sunbed and I'm reading a book, my arms sometimes get stiff or I can't seem to find a comfortable position to read a book, and I thought that would be quite a good product.
Did you all like this idea in the end, or what?
There was literally two heads on me. My first head was, I go with market research in
Look,
normal...
Look. In the interest of time,
Yes.
I'm asking a simple question.
Okay.
Was the whole team convinced on this product?
I wouldn't say at first. I wasn't. It didn't sound like a great idea, to be honest. It just sounded like a music stand, and I just thought that would be impractical for the beach.
Joy, what are you doing there? Are you deciding to speak today, or pleading the Fifth Amendment?
No, that's Sandisha's opinion.
Oh, share it, do you?
I don't buy in. I didn't buy into it as a book stand, but the team went with it, and I supported the team.
Okay. We'll get down to some numbers now. So, Karen, perhaps you'd read out the orders from World Duty Free for Apollo.
Apollo had no orders from World Duty Free.
And Synergy, Nick?
No sales.
Kit to Fit, Karen?
Kit to Fit placed no orders.
Nick, for your lot?
Yeah, just slightly better. They placed an order for 100 units.
Well, while I'm with you, Nick, how about the big retailer for your lot?
0.
Zero. And Karen, the big retailer for Apollo?
Well, they really quite like the product. But you blew it when you turned down exclusivity, so they placed no orders.
No orders. I did ask for something special in this boardroom this year. That is something special, because it's the first time on a task like this we've ever had a situation where there's totally 0 orders. Well, I wouldn't exactly say that this is a kind of a massive victory, but nevertheless, your treat is you're going to Wentworth Golf Club, which is one of the finest golf clubs in the country, and you've got to get private coaching from a top professional. Off you go. I'll see you on your next task. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Lord Sugar.
Well, ladies, I think you need to go away and have a discussion of where you think the whole thing went wrong, because ultimately one of you will be fired. Okay? Off you go. Three zeros. I mean, that is a record, a terrible record.
They refused exclusivity to the major high street retailer.
If there's one good thing to take out of this whole task, I think, is the fact that Stella held this lot together and stopped them all squabbling and fighting.
She's had them under control. There you are, women power. You see that, Karen?
I've been telling you it for years.
I know.
Look at that posture.
Go well.
I need a snorkel.
Did you see it? It went straight into the wall.
No, that line there is going to be pointing at the wall.
See, I've got Stella, the PM here, giving me some tips. This is what you want in a project leader, isn't it, Stella?
Yeah! Well done!
That was better. That was better.
Wow, that is amazing.
Wowzers.
Thank you.
Delicious.
I love winning. To think of the other team sitting there in that grotty cafe while we're having a fantastic time at Wentworth, it just simply couldn't be any better at all.
The team synergy.
Cheers.
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 Ching, ching.
Cheers. Bottoms up. Bottoms up.
I did not expect it to be quite that badly received.
The product, each and every one we went to, they said they liked the idea.
We got no orders from
Well, we would have had one from the major one. Laura is responsible, ultimately, for the failure of this task because she didn't close the deal with the chemists. I just think she's an absolute clown.
When you jumped in and you said, no, guys, this is not the right place or time to discuss this.
I didn't say that.
What other time is there apart from there and then in front of the client?
I'm happy to accept the point, then why did no one jump in? If everyone
I did. The whole thing is...
No, wait a second. And I don't believe the failure of this task was on myself. I believe the failure of this task was the failure of the team. It was like controlling a team of school children.
Yes, can you send the ladies in, please?
Yes, Lord Sugar. Lord Sugar's ready for you now.
You've had your chat. Basically, product was rubbish.
Yes.
And you say yes now,
I do.
and I believe you were saying yes, really. You really was never behind it all the time, was you?
No.
If you don't like something, you can't back it. You don't put it into production. You don't put it into manufacture. It was your idea, wasn't it?
Yes, it was my idea, but I
think you wanted to back it, didn't you?
Definitely, I thought that it was a unique product.
It's not a good one, though, is it?
It's not a good product, but
Who else didn't like this bloody thing?
I don't like it from
right.
Can I
just
okay. Then where's all your brains then?
I feel like there were some people that were particularly passionate about the book idea.
Who were they?
I think Joe and Melissa from the design team were particularly passionate. Would you say that's fair to say?
Was passionate about the idea, Joy, because that was pretty much the only idea that we did have at that time. That's
but I don't
how
agree
I felt.
with that. I think there were other ideas, and I think that your passion actually hindered
what
some of the potential
Joy?
brainstorms. There were other ideas on the table, and we didn't take the time to brainstorm them out as a team.
So, like, seriously, along this entire task, everybody has been really easy to criticise, but there has been very few people offering solutions.
The other thing, if the large chain of chemist stores was dealt with properly, that maybe you could have come in here with an order. Just run me past this exclusivity thing again. Where did it get shut down then? You shut it down.
Yeah, I mean, people are saying that they were elbowing me and looking at me.
I definitely elbowed Laura at that point when she said, "This is not the right time to discuss it. Can I make my point? Can I make my point, and then you can make your point, Laura?" I definitely elbowed her because I know exclusivity with a multinational chain is something you would be mad to turn down.
My initial reaction was to say it's maybe a little early, but very quickly
maybe a little early or definitely not?
No, that was my initial reaction, which I voiced.